This is 3D Mark Firestrike. 3D Mark Firestrike Vanilla. So just the standard 3D Mark, not Extreme or Ultra, just standard 3D Mark Firestrike. Running on a Intel Core i7 5960X with 32 gigs of RAM and a pair of NVIDIA Geforce GTX Titan Z video cards. So these are a pair of well, they're 4 video cards. It's a pair of dual GPU video cards. For those of you who don't know what this is, I'm gonna make a wild guess that if you're watching this, you know what the setup is. So right now it is in, if anyone cares, it is in a Corsair 500D SE case, fully populated with fans. I've got 3 Corsair LL120s on the front blowing in. I've got 1 Corsair LL120 on the back as exhaust. And I have 2 Corsair LL120s on a 240 millimeter, I don't know, random generic ID cooling or up here something. One of these cheaper, modern, ultra low-end liquid coolers, which seems to be running great, actually. Looking at the temperatures on that thing's running kick butt. The fans are all running at maximum. So if you're curious, I have the fans running flat out at their maximum. It's a little bit noisy. It's quite a bit of air coming out. I've had a lot of issues with getting this stable. It seems to run the benchmarks fine, so I'm going to assume that the issue is with the games. Not a lot of games want to run the dual Titan Zs stable. I tried testing it with Titanfall 2, couldn't really get it stable. I might revisit it. Same thing with Crysis 3 of all games, the poster child for freaking SLI, and I could not get Crysis 3 stable. I tried Crysis 3 Remastered, and it appears they have actually removed SLI support completely, which really irritates me. Because I'm pretty sure the underlying graphics are still the same game engine. And then I also was using an original install of Crysis 3, and both of them, they just did not like the 4-way SLI, because that's what it is. It's technically 4-way SLI. I did get Battlefield 1 working, so you will see that here pretty soon. Yeah, see, looking at how well this is running, I am fairly certain that all of the game issues I've been having are specific game issues, not not a defect with the setup. A lot of the issues I've had have appeared like graphics card defects and stuff like that, but I don't believe the cards are defective. I believe the cards are, I believe both cards and all 4 GPUs are fully functional. So we're gonna run Firestrike, and then once we run Firestrike, then we're going to run Time Spy, and I may try to get 3D Mark 03 on here, although I don't think 3D Mark 03 can use whatchamacallit, MSI Afterburner. Which I kind of like having up. Look at that scaling though. Like that's, I'll have to run it with all but one of the GPUs disabled and see what it does. Because I'm definitely curious. I guess maybe I'll have to run the benchmark feature on Ashes of the Singularity if I can get that to run. That would be interesting as well. But I will, well, I'm trying to think if there's anything worth commenting on here. The board's fairly generic. It's a mid-range board. It's, I think, an ASUS X99A2, something like that. What else do I got going on? The configuration with the two cards, there is one slot width between them. If you're curious as far as thermals are concerned, I want to get a board. In fact, I already ordered it. I already ordered an X99 workstation board, an ASUS, I don't know what it is, X99 Sage or something like that, which I believe does have the slot support for me to be able to separate the cards by quite a bit larger of a distance. So that might help us out with thermals a bit. Basically, my goal with this build, I wanted the ultimate. So part of this is about the two Titan Zs, but this build wasn't built explicitly for the two Titan Zs. This build was built for anything from the Titan Z generation, maybe up to like GTX. Well, that was weird. I hope it didn't just cancel on me. I'm gonna be annoyed if it did. It might have just canceled. There's some instabilities and stuff. Oh, no, it ran. Okay, cool. Okay. So, here. I'll let you guys look at... I believe I can get... I believe I am logged in. Okay, yeah, I am logged in. So let's see what this actually... Let's see what the sucker compares to. I wonder... Let's see, a 980 Ti. I've got a few 980 Ti's. Oh, that's with only one. That's interesting. It outperformed the 5950. Well, it did. The 5960X did not outperform the 5950X Ryzen. It didn't, but the overall, it slightly did. That's interesting. Let's see here. Firestrike. 1070. Okay, that's interesting. So if the games could scale, it would outperform a 1070. Wouldn't outperform the Titan XP. Thought I had a 980 Ti on here. Titan X Maxwell, okay, it would outperform that. That's basically a 980 Ti with 12 gigs. Where is... Surprisingly close to a 1080. Well, that's odd. I could have sworn I had... Could have sworn I tested at least one 980 Ti on here. Huh. Maybe not. I don't know how far back this goes, though. Okay, but I'll leave it at that, and should give you guys kind of just an interesting look. We will do some other benchmarks that you will also see along with this one.